Welcome and thank you so much for joining me today. So we are going to be finding the angle using the sine rule. Again, if you haven't looked at my sine proof, please look at it because it's about really understanding where the sine rule comes from. So our sine rule is sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C. As always, the first thing I like to do, I like to plug in all of my points. The more points I plug in, the easier it becomes. So let's have a look. This is angle A, angle B, angle C. Opposite to angle A is side A, opposite to angle B is side B, and opposite to angle C is side C. Now I just substitute into this formula. I'm not proving the formula in this video. You'll need to look at my previous video for the proof. So start off, I know that I don't have sine A, so that is what I'm after. I do have my sine of 9. I've got sine 83. And I know C is 10. Now, to find this out, I'm going to want to get A by itself. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is timesing both sides by 9. So sine A equals sine 83 divided by 10 times 9. Now, I want to get A by itself. So to get A by itself, when I take sine to the other side, it becomes sine negative 1. Sine 83 over 10 times 9. Now all I need to do is fill this into a calculator and it will let me know what my angle is. Just remember that we are just using algebra here to solve our equation. So sine negative 1, then sine 83 divided by 10 times 9 is 63.28. So my angle is 63.28 degrees. Let's have a look at my next triangle. So again, the first thing I did, I just labeled everything. So label A, B, and C. I'm going to label my sides now. Opposite of angle A is side A, opposite of angle B is side B, and opposite of angle C is side C. And I'm going to fill it in. So I'm looking at sine. Angle A is, I can't read my own writing, 40 degrees. Over 4 equals sine C over 6. So we are trying to find what sine C is. Again, first thing I need to think about doing is I'm going to be multiplying both sides by 6, and that will get 6 off this side. So that will turn into 6 times sine 40 degrees over 4. Next thing I'm going to be doing is I have sine over here. I want C to be by itself. To make C by itself, I take sine to the other side and it becomes a sine negative 1. So sine negative 1, 6 sine 40 degrees over 4 equals C. Now all I need to do is fill that in. So sine 40 degrees divided by 4 divided by 4 times 6, then sine -1 the answer, and that gives me 74.6. 74.6 degrees. And there we go. Just make sure that in your calculator you do have the degree setting on, so we're showing that our answer is in degrees. Really hope that helps you understand how we are getting these angles. Again, just make sure that you know how to use this formula and where it comes from. If you understand where it comes from, it will make sense and it'll be sinking in.